Hey, good morning, folks. We've got a lovely group of ladies today. Good morning, everyone. So take your time to come to your seat to start today's class with a short little meditation here. So for today, we're actually going to be doing a little bit of pranayama. So if you're unfamiliar with the term pranayama, it's breath work that we use. This is the Shumni breathing technique, alternate nostril breathing. So for this breathing technique, we're going to take a mudra. So mudra is a hand gesture. So what we're going to do is we're going to tuck in the index finger and the middle finger into the base of the thumb. So it kind of looks like this. Your thumb is sticking out, your ring finger and your pinky's out. Okay. So you're going to use your thumb to close off the right nostril and the ring finger to close off the left. So what we're going to do, find a nice comfortable seat, either in lotus posture, which is a fancy way of saying cross-legged, or you can take hero's pose, sitting on your heels. And begin to descend your sit bones deep into the earth. And then begin to lengthen the spine as you reach through the crown of the head. And begin to pull the navel slightly back towards the spine, finding integrity throughout the center of the body. You're going to take your thumb and you're going to close off the right nostril. Then you're going to do one full breath through the left. Let's inhale. And exhale. Let's take a full inhalation through the left nostril. Close the left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close off the right nostril, exhale left. Inhale left. Close the left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close the right, exhale left. Inhale left. Close the left, exhale right. Continue with this breath for the next minute or so. At the base of the final exhalation, keeping your eyes closed, begin to release the right hand back towards the knee or the thigh, observing the state of the mind and the state of the body within this space. Noticing any subtle changes and differences from before the pranayama to this very moment. As you sit within our center, within our stillness, begin to find your intention for today's practice. Sweeping your arms all the way overhead, tracing the sun. Palms touch. Exhale, hands towards the heart center. And let us begin today's practice with a sound of Om on our exhalation. Inhaling now. Rubbing your hands vigorously together, creating heat through friction. And once you find that the hands get toasty and warm, cupping the hands over the eyes, inhaling the warmth of the touch. And as you exhale, releasing the hands away from the face, a gentle transition from darkness to light. All right, let's start off today's practice with lying down on our spines, knees bent, feet are planted. We're going to start off with releasing the spine. So let's take our arms into either cactus or T and heel toe the feet as wide as the mat. We're here going to start to swish the knees from side to side, relieving any tension along the spine, the hips, and the abdominal muscles. So from here, you can move as fast or as slow as you want. You can even decide to pause on one side to descend the inner knee closer towards the earth, getting a little bit more sensations throughout that side of the body. For 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's heel to the feet back in towards each other so that they're hip width distance apart. We're going to spread the toes nice and wide, guide the arms alongside the body. We're going to be going into 3 sets of bridge. On your inhalation, you're going to press to the feet, lift the hips up nice and high. Excellent. Begin to press the knees forward, drawing the inner thighs towards each other as you squeeze the glutes to fire up the entire back line. For 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, roll the spine all the way back down towards the mat, and then take the knees into the chest. Descend the feet back towards the earth. And we're going to go in for our second set. Inhale, bridge. Press through the lengths of the arms and the shoulders. Press, press, press through all 4 limbs equally, drawing the inner thighs towards each other, squeezing those glutes. Lift the heart up even higher towards the chest as you press through the arms and the shoulders. For 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, roll the spine all the way back down and tuck the knees back into the chest. All right, for our last set, instead of tucking the knees into the chest, once we come out of bridge, we're going to go into a reverse table with our legs bent at a 90-degree angle and our feet are lifted. Let's take the feet back down towards the ground for our last round of bridge. Inhale, bridge. Pressing through all 4 limbs equally, we're going to stay here for the count of 5, drawing the inner thighs inward, squeezing those glutes, lifting the hips up nice and high for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, roll the spine all the way back down. This time, you're going to lift the feet off the mat. The legs are going to be bent at a 90-degree angle. You're going to inhale, reach forward as you pull the navel fiercely towards the ground. You're going to start to cinch the space between the hips and the ribs. You're going to hold here as you scoop the belly up in through the ribs. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, you're going to interlace the fingers. You're going to cut the base of the right knee. You're going to extend the left leg back down to the ground and take the right knee into the chest. You're going to slide the left hand on the outskirts of the right knee as you open up your right arm wide. And then as you exhale, you're going to guide the right leg across the body over towards the left side for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale back to center. Both knees hug into the chest. And then we're going to switch sides. We're going to take the left knee into the chest, extend the right leg back down to the ground. Slide the right hand on the outskirts of the left knee, open up the left arm wide. Exhale, left leg across the body, taking your spine into a gentle twist. For 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Let's come all the way back to center. Hug both knees into the chest. So one of my favorite ways to come up into a sitting posture is rolling up. So let's roll. 1, 2, and 3. On your last roll, cross your legs, and you're going to come back into, I'm going to flip myself over, into tabletop position. Once you're in tabletop position, you're going to tuck your toes under, and you're going to make sure that your wrists are underneath your shoulders, and your knees are stacked underneath your hips. So from here, we're going to do one of my favorite versions, or modifications-ish, of cat-cow. So from here, what we're going to do is we're going to descend the sit bones all the way back towards the heels. You're going to release your spine into flexion. So whenever you hear the word flexion, think about rounding your spine. Extension is the complete opposite, okay? So now our spine is in flexion. You're going to keep your spine in flexion as you move forward. You're going to keep your spine lifted up towards the ceiling as you puff up the space between the shoulder blades up. As you start to shift past the wrists, you're going to descend the belly and the chest towards the earth as your heart opens and your gaze shifts forward. Inhale, navel to spine, lift the spine all the way up towards the ceiling into cat. As you shift past the wrists, you're shifting into cow. Your belly and your spine descend and your chest and heart lifts. Beautiful. Exhale back. Inhale, navel to spine. Spine curls up to the sky, shifting past the wrists, opening up your heart. Beautiful. Let's do 2 more. Exhale back. Inhale to sweep forward. Exhale back. Last round. Excellent. Inhale back to tabletop position. And from here, we're going to start to get onto the outer hips. So from here, we're going to exhale, descend the hips over towards the right. Now we're going to sweep the sit bones all the way across the heels, inhaling to come up on the left. Exhale, sweep back across the heels. Inhale right. And you're going to continue to shift from side to side, bringing a little bit of mobility in through the body, in through the sides of the hips. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. All right. Ready to go into downward facing dog. You're going to send the heels all the way back into space. And you're going to take your pinkies towards the edges of the mat. Spreading your fingers nice and wide, pressing through the heels of the palms and the lengths of the fingers until the center of the palms begin to lift away from the mat. And then you're going to start to push your mat away from you, descending the shoulders away from the ears. As you lift the sit bones nice and high up towards the ceiling and descending the heels of the feet closer towards the earth. Let's stay here for another 2 breaths. So please keep in mind that downward facing dog is going to look differently in everyone's body, depending on the leg length and the length of the torso. So if your heels are off the ground, please make yourself comfortable. You can either walk your feet even as wide as the mat if you wanted to. You can walk your hands and feet closer inward. You can shorten the distance between your hands and your feet as well. So take a couple of breaths here to find the most optimal, happiest downward facing dog for your body today. 1 more breath. Excellent. Bending the knees, bringing the navel to the spine, gaze up to the front of your mat. On your exhale, hop or step towards the front of your mat. Inhale to flat back. And then exhale to forward fold. Okay, so we're going to take our spines into a little bit more of a twist before coming into our first sun salutation, and then we're going to do a little bit of cat-cow again. So from here, you're going to bend your knees so much so that your belly and your chest rest over the thighs. You're going to guide your left hand over the right ankle. You're going to straighten out your right leg as you reach up to the sky. On your exhalation, you're going to swap sides. So the right hand comes over the left ankle, straighten out the left leg. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Beautiful. Let's do 3 more rounds on both sides. Exhale, swap. Inhale, reach. Exhale, swap. Inhale, reach. Continue to shift from side to side with the rhythm of your breath. One more rotation on both sides. And then coming all the way back to center. Placing your hands over your feet. You're going to inhale, slide the hands just over the knees here. Not actually on the knees, but just past the knees, over the thighs. And then you're going to stick your sit bones back into space. So all of a sudden, we're all back into cow pose. So from here, we're going to do inhale into cat, exhale into cow for 4 rounds. As you inhale, you're going to tuck your tailbone under. You're going to pull the navel back into the spine, shift the spine all the way back towards the back. And then as you exhale, you can open up your mouth if you want and release a sigh on your exhalation as you come back into cow pose. Let's do 3 more. Inhale, cat. Keeping the knees strongly bent, firing up the legs. Exhale, cow. 2 more. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cow. Last breath, the biggest breath. Big, deep inhalation, filling the lungs to their fullest capacity, pulling that navel deep into the spine. Big, deep exhalation. Beautiful. On your inhale, we're going to sweep to paint the sun all the way up. Inhale, Hastasana. Exhale to forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, flat back. Lengthen the spine, reaching through the center of the head. Descending the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale. Hands come back down. Step or hop back plank. From plank, you're going to shift the inner eyes towards the front. The inner eyes of the elbows. You're going to draw the arms in. Pull the navel back towards the spine, and you're going to lower down on empty lungs. So at the base of your exhalation, start to lower all the way down. Untuck the toes. Inhale, upward facing dog. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. So in your downward facing dog here, please feel free to make any movements that you want to. Either pedaling up your knees, or you can cinch each side of the body as you're pedaling your legs out, bringing a little bit of movement and stretch into the body. You can be dynamic as you wish, or you can stay in stillness. Let's take 1 more breath here. Inhale to bend the knees, navel to spine, gaze to the front. Exhale to hop, step, or jump towards the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, Hastasana, painting the sun on the way up. Exhale, hands through heart center, Samastitihi. Inhale, Hastasana, reaching up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, flat back, lengthening the spine. Exhale, plank. The base of your exhalation, slowly lowering down with control. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Staying here for the length of 3 really long, deep breaths. Take your time to lengthen your exhalation and your inhalation. Take your time to fill the lungs to their fullest capacity and release all of the breath out, preparing the lungs for fresh, new air. Last breath. Inhale to bend the knees, navel to spine, gaze to the front. Exhale, hop or step to the front of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale to rise, Hastasana, tracing the sun. Exhale, hands through heart's center, Samastitihi. All right, we got one more A to go. Inhale, trace the sun. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plank. Lowering down from plank on empty lungs. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take one more breath here. And then we're going to move into Sun Salutations B. Let's bend the knees, navel to spine, gaze to the front. Exhale, hop or step towards the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, rise up all the way. Palms touch. Exhale, Samastitihi. Excellent. All right, getting ready for Sun Salutations B. Starting off with chair pose, Utkatasana. So a couple of just quick little cues and reminders here from the previous mornings. So in chair pose, once you actually take your seat back, you want to make sure that you can still see your feet. If you can't see your feet, you're going to shift your sit bones even further back into space. And then once you take your seat down, you're going to push into the feet and you're going to press the feet away from each other. Okay? So that's actually going to help activate the sides of the legs and the glutes. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Arms come alongside the body, alongside the ears rather, all the way up towards the ceiling. You're going to shift the sit bones back into space, press to the feet, push the ankles away from each other for 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plank. Lowering down from plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. At the base of your exhalation, we're going to inhale, right foot steps forward. You're going to pivot the back foot, landing on the heel. So it's heel to heel alignment. The back foot is about at a 45-degree angle. You're going to square your hips, navel to spine, palms touch, fingertips to the sky. Your drishti, which is your gaze, is going to be at the base of the palm. At the base of your inhalation, you're going to exhale, hands come back down to the earth. You're going to pivot the back foot, step the right foot back, plank, and lower. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot steps forward, pivot the back. Heel to heel alignment, warrior one, Virabhadrasana one. Squaring the hips, navel to spine, fingertips to the sky. Exhale, hands come back down to the ground. Step back, plank, and lower all the way down. Nice and slow with control. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Staying here for a couple of breaths. Nice, long, deep breaths, lengthening your inhalation and your exhalation. Let's take one more breath. Bend the knees, navel to spine, gaze to the front. Beautiful. Exhale, hop or step towards the front of the mat. Inhale to flat back. Exhale on your forward fold. Descend your sit bones way back into space, bending the knees greatly. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, hands through heart center, Samastitihi. All right, let's do two more of those, two more Bs. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hop or step back, plank. Lowering down from plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot steps forward, warrior one, Virabhadrasana. Fingertips to the sky. Exhale, hands come back down to the earth, step back, plank to lower down. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot steps forward, pivot the back, Virabhadrasana, warrior one. Exhale, hands come back down, step back, plank. And lower all the way down. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Staying here for the length of 3 of the longest breaths that you can take. Last breath. Beautiful. The base of your exhalation, bend the knees. Inhale, navel to spine. Take a look at the front of your mat. Exhale to hop or step towards the front of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Descend your sit bones way back into space. Take your seat. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, hands through heart center, Samastitihi. All right, folks, last round. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plank. Lowering all the way down from plank. Arms are hugged in, navel's hugged into the spine. Untucking the toes. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot steps forward, pivot with the back. Warrior one, Virabhadrasana. Exhale, hands come back down, step back plank, lower down. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot steps forward, pivot the back. Warrior one. Exhale, hands come back down, step back plank, and lower all the way down. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, that was the last sun salutation B for today. Taking a few deep breaths here before continuing on with the rest of our practice. Last breath. Beautiful. At the base of your exhalation, you're going to bend the knees, navel to spine, gaze to the front. Exhale to hop, step, or walk towards the front of your mat. Inhale to flat back. Exhale to forward fold, Uttanasana. Descending your sit bones way back into space, taking your seat. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, hands through heart center, Samastitihi. All right. Knowing exactly who's online right now, I'm going to do a thing that I know a couple of you are going to absolutely love because I know you guys love this. It's bouncy breath. So I know that some of you that have done this before, this is going to be a real nice little treat since you guys haven't done it in a while. All right, bouncy breath. All of your momentum comes from your hips, your knees, and your ankles. No, this is not a yoga thing. We're just going to do this for a couple of breaths to get lots of energy, a lot of breath into the body, and a lot of mobility and movement. We're going to shake everything out. So think big inhale, big exhale. Your exhale is going to come from an open mouth. As you inhale, you're going to bend the knees, sweep the hands across the earth, lift all up to the sky. You can even reach back as you exhale. Big deep breath in and out. Keep going. Start. Get nice and bouncy. Allow your arms to swing about like rag dolls. 4, 3, 2, and last one. Big breath. Inhale, rise. Flip the palms away from each other. Exhale, sweep back wide. Beautiful. Okay, so before continuing, we're going to get more into those legs. And we're going to be twisting from side to side, in and out of chair pose. So we're going to do 6 rounds in total. The first 3. When you come up through center to inhale to switch, you're going to lift all the way up towards the ceiling. You're going to straighten out your legs for the first 3. For the last 3, we're going to stay in our seat as we transition from side to side, okay? So taking your stance, either your feet are hip width distance apart or your feet are together, heels are slightly apart. Inhale, chair pose. Excellent. Nice strong legs here. Exhale, twist towards the right. Palms touch. And you're going to guide your left arm on the outskirts of your right leg. Your right knee is going to shift back slightly, making space for the rest of your spine to twist. And you're going to shift your right shoulder back, open up your chest, open up your heart. And then we're going to inhale back through center. Inhale, reach up, rise. And then exhale to twist over towards the left. So the left knee shifts back slightly. Palms are pressing heavily into each other. Left shoulder shifts back for 3, 2, and 1. All right, smooth transition from side to side. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. All right, so that was 3. So now we're going to keep transitioning from side to side for the other 3 while keeping our sit bones back. Inhale, center. Exhale, left, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. We got one more left. Your legs can totally do this. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Excellent. And we're done. Inhale, rise up. Beautiful. On your exhalation, you're going to pivot from the hips, lead with the heart, forward fold. Utkatasana. Flowing in through another sun salutation. A. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hop or step back plank. Lowering down from plank. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. All right. So now that we're here, we're going to inhale, right leg up towards the sky. Point the toes, bend the knee, and we're going to slide the toes over towards the left side. For 3, lift that knee up a little bit higher. You can take a peek underneath your left armpit and see if you can see your foot. If you can't, that's okay. 3, 2, and 1. All right, navel to spine. You're going to start to square the hips, and you're going to step your right foot forward. Descending the left knee, untucking the left toes. From here, you're going to draw the inner thighs towards each other. So you're going to feel a little bit of a lift throughout the center of the body. You're going to pull the navel back into the spine. Inhale, fingertips to the sky. And then we're going to go into a twist. Exhale, palms touch, twist towards the right. Your left arm is going to press into the outer right leg, just like we did in chair pose. And then from here, we're going to tuck the left toes under. We're going to send that left heel all the way back. Staying here in our twisted high lunge. Keep pressing strongly, fiercely by that left heel. Keep that left supporting leg nice and strong. For 3, 2, and 1. Descend the left knee, untuck the left toes. As you inhale, you're going to swirl yourself back to center. Inhale, fingertips reach up to the sky. And exhale, hands come back down to the earth. Shift the sit bones all the way back to fold over your right leg. So your right leg is now straight. One more breath. Excellent. Inhale to sweep forward. Tuck the left toes under. Send the left heel back. Step the right foot back plank. Flowing through Vinyasa. So if you've never done Vinyasa before, it's pretty much like the last little half of your sun salutation. You're going to lower all the way down to the ground. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Please keep in mind that if this is your first class, that you do always have an option. When I say to go to Vinyasa, you have the option to do child's pose instead. That is always available to you. All right, let's take one more breath here before transitioning to the left side. Big deep inhalation through the nostrils. Exhale through an open mouth. Inhale, left leg up to the sky. Point the toes, bend the knee, slide the toes all the way over towards the right. Pressing in through all 3 limbs evenly for 3. Take a peek under your right armpit, see if you can see your left foot. Woo. 2 and 1. Navel to spine, square the hips, step the left foot forward. Beautiful. Descending the right knee, untucking the right toes. Drawing the inner thighs towards each other, navel to spine. Inhale, fingertips all the way up towards the sky. And then as you exhale, palms touch through heart center as you twist to the left side. Pressing the outer right arm into the outer left leg. Beautiful. All right. Let's get a little bit deeper here. You can tuck the right toes under, send the right heel back. Woo. Keep pressing back heavily through that right heel. Nice long supporting leg. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. All right, let's descend that right knee, untuck the right toes, inhale through center, reaching all the way up towards the sky, even maybe reaching back. And then exhale, hands come back down to the ground. You're going to slide the sit bones back. Taking a couple of deep breaths into your forward fold as you fold over your extended left leg. Beautiful. All right. Inhale to sweep forward. Tuck the right toes under, send the right heel back, step back plank, and you can either flow through Vinyasa or hang out in child's pose. Okay, so we're going to get into those glutes again before attempting a tree pose. All right, so we're going to step the right foot forward, and we're going to stay in our high lunge here. However, in our high lunge, let's position the feet accordingly. Press, press, press through both feet. Pull the inner thighs in together. Pull the navel towards the spine. And then from here, you're going to shift your arms back. The palms are going to face the earth, and the pinkies are going to be pulling in towards each other. You're going to inhale, peel the heart and the belly off of your chest. Off of your thigh here. You're going to keep reaching back. For 3, 2, shift those shoulders all the way back. Reach, 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 reach. And 1. Exhale. Hands come back down to the ground. Step back, plank, and flowing through Vinyasa or child's pose. All right, 1 breath here, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Inhale, left foot steps forward. Draw the inner thighs towards each other. Navel to spine, press back through the right heel. Start to shift your arms back. Flip the palms towards the earth. Pinkies are drawn in towards each other. Inhale to peel your heart and your belly off your thigh. Keep reaching through the crown of the head. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands come back down to the ground. Step back plank to lower all the way down. All right, so from here, we're all down on the ground. And we're going to take our spines into another little twist here. As you can tell by now, twists can be a little invigorating. So you're going to step your hands out into cactus pose. So cactus pose, your elbow is in line with your shoulder, and your elbow is bent at a 90-degree angle, so your fingertips are facing forward. And from here, you're going to pivot your hands out at a 45-degree angle. On your inhalation, you're going to lift your heart off your mat. Keep the navel pulled back to the spine. As you exhale, you're going to tip the right shoulder down as you take a peek towards the back of your mat. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. And we'll do one more round on either side. Inhaling and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale back to center to release at center. Exhale, releasing your heart back down to the ground. We're going to slide the hands underneath the shoulders. Then we're going to slide our sit bones back into child's pose to release the spine. Take one more breath. Inhale, tabletop position. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 deep breaths here. Bending the knees, navel to spine, gaze to the front. Exhale to hop or step towards the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale on your forward fold. Inhale, rise, Hastasana. Exhale, hands through heart center, Samastitihi. All right. So coming into tree pose, let's take our hands towards the hips. And from here, we're going to step our feet together. And then you're going to lift all 10 toes. Lift all 10 toes off your mat. Lift, lift, lift. As you're lifting your 10 toes, you're going to start to press down through the big toe mound. Press down through the baby toe mound. Press back down through the heel. So all 3 points of the feet are pressing into the earth. Notice that when you press those 3 points, your legs fire up. They're nice and strong, they're sturdy, and they're ready to take some weight. Can you keep the engagement of the legs as you descend the toes back to the earth? Inhale, right knee to the chest. Exhale, wide. And then you're going to tuck your foot into the thigh, or you can take your foot over onto your calf, or you can even slide your toes onto the earth and take your heel towards your left ankle. So whichever is the most comfortable position for you today, as long as you don't have slippery leggings either, you're going to press your foot into the left thigh, push your left thigh into your right foot. You're going to squeeze your left glute. As you're squeezing your left glute, you're going to notice a lift throughout the center of the body. You're going to push your right knee back. From here, you're going to start to take the hands towards heart center and fix your gaze on any point in the room. Steady your breath. Beautiful. All right. On the last couple of breaths, let's extend the arms out. For 3, 2, and 1. Arms come back in through heart center. Inhale, right knee into the chest. Exhale, release. Shake it out. A lot of our arches of the feet or ankles might not be used to this. So go ahead and shake it out, stretch it out, and then positioning ourselves back again for the right side. Let's take our hands back towards the hips. You're going to flip the feet up, flip the toes up, press through all 3 points of the feet, engaging the legs. And then once everything is fully engaged, nice and strong, you're going to start to release the toes back to the earth. Keep the legs engaged. Inhale, left knee into the chest. Exhale out. Tuck it in. Beautiful. So once you tuck it in, you're going to squeeze that right glute. Woo! You're going to feel that lift throughout your entire center. You're going to start to push your left knee back. And then begin to guide the hands towards the heart. Keep the navel pulled in for stability and keep that right glute squeezed and nice and tight. Fix your gaze on anything that doesn't move. And allow your breath to go back to its neutral state. Remember your intention for today's practice. Inhale to open up your arms. 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, left knee in. Exhale to release. Shake it out. All right. So yes, that was actually a part of our cool down as well. So we're going to step back towards the front of the mat if you're not already there. And we're slowly going to transition back into our seat. So let's flow through one more sun salutation. Inhale to paint the sun on the way up. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hop or step back, plank. Lowering down nice and slow on empty lungs. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. From here, we're going to bend the knees. Take a look at the space right between your hands, and we're going to step the right foot to the left hand, left foot to the right hand, crossing the legs. And then we're going to descend to sit bones, uncross legs, plant the feet, knees are bent. From here, we're going to take the arms alongside the body, parallel towards the earth, fingers are facing forward. We're going to inhale, reach to the crown of the head, lifting the entire length of the spine. As you exhale, you're going to tuck the tailbone under, pull the navel back into the spine. You're going to curl the spine all the way back, nice and slow, all the way back down to the earth. Tucking the knees into the chest and rolling from side to side. Massaging the spine. Beautiful. And coming back to center. So from here, you can either extend the left leg out, or you can keep the left knee bent and the foot planted. That's up to you. So I will just let you know that the only difference is bending your knee will actually make it slightly easier for you to extend the right leg to get a little bit of a stretch behind the leg before we come down into Shavasana. If you wanted to increase the intensity of the stretch, then you may decide to lengthen the left leg all the way back down to the ground. From here, you're going to take the hands behind the right leg, either behind the thigh or behind the calf. You're going to only take about 3 breaths here on each exhalation. You're going to guide your leg closer towards your body. Beautiful. One more breath. Beautiful. Let's slide that leg all the way back down to the earth and switch. Left foot up to the ceiling and start 2. You can either walk your hands up or place your hands wherever it's the most comfortable and begin to exhale the leg closer towards your gaze. At the base of your last exhalation, guiding the legs back down to the earth, arms rest alongside the body, making any additional movements in order to relax fully into your Shavasana, corpse pose. Releasing the full weight of the body to the earth. Allowing all of the muscles to melt and sink into your mat. Noticing the natural breath and the rhythm of the heartbeat throughout the trunk of the body, down all 4 limbs. Taking the last deep breath here in Shavasana, a big deep inhalation through the nostrils and a deep sigh on your exhalation. Tucking the knees into the chest and rolling over towards the right side of the body. And as you rest here in a fetal position, planting the left hand on the earth in front of the chest, taking a moment for gratitude. Gratitude for bringing yourself to your mat today. Gratitude for every single effort you've made. Gratitude to move and breathe, to honor your body, to honor your mind. Even if you stayed on your mat the entire time laying in stillness, it is still a practice. Slowly begin to rise back up into a seated position to close today's practice with the sound of Om, Shanti, Shanti, Shantihi, which means peace, peace, peace. As you rise up into lotus posture, guiding the hands towards heart's center in Anjali Mudra. Let us take our inhalation now to our final Om. Inhaling. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. May every single cell of your entire being be filled with love, light, abundance, bliss, freedom, and optimal health. May the sun shine internally forever. Namaste. Twas a pleasure like usual. Beautiful to see all of your fantastic, well, I can picture all of your faces. I know your names on your mats this morning. Please feel free to drop any comments or any messages if there is anything particular that you would want to do or see within a practice, or if there's a practice that I haven't been currently giving to the public that you'd like to see as well, like restorative. And if you guys still wanted to move and sweat and have fun, I am teaching again at 10:30 this morning, yoga conditioning. It's going to be a little bit of a sweaty class. So if you want to work out your arms, get through some planks, get into your core muscles, have a little bit of a faster flow, 10:30 is the time. If not, I'll see you beautiful, lovely, gorgeous faces tomorrow morning, bright and early, 7 o'clock, followed by 10:30 Pilates Fusion. Have a great day and stay safe. Oh, I just got a restorative for Friday. Done. I'm actually doing an extra yin class tomorrow on the Yoga Sanctuaries page. And I just saw requests for restorative. Consider it done. It's all yours, Estella. We're going to do restorative tomorrow night. So I'm going to figure out when that is, and then I'll post it and I'll let you know. Thank you, Helen, and thank you, Alex and Fatima. Bye.